Welcome back to the grind for another event quest boss breakdown. Now, Mr. Negative is the final boss in this month's event quest, and I am avoiding completing the Cavalier quest so that I can save to decide if I want to purchase the offer. So this guide is using the uncollected version. Now, Mr. Negative has a lot going on, but there are some ways to counter it, and once you understand, it'll make the fight a lot easier. If you are looking for the easiest and cheesiest way to defeat him, you can pretty much stop watching this video and just use Quake, Archangel, or Blade with the Ghost Rider synergy. But most people probably want a little bit more than that. So let's break down all the nodes and abilities that are going to make this fight challenging and then talk about some specific champion fights. Now, every time you parry Mr. Negative, his ability gives him 2 light energy charges. And every time you use the same basic attack into attacking him, one of the nodes gives him a prowess buff. And these prowess buffs, any buff on Mr. Negative when he dashes back is converted into light energy. So this is important to remember. This light energy can be converted into dark energy by using a special one, evading, or being knocked down. And every time he converts light energy to dark energy, he applies Delirious, which reverses your controls. Now, one of the nodes, every special attack gives him an evade and an unstoppable buff, but dashing back removes those buffs and converts them into light energy. His heavy attacks also grant him Furies, or have a chance to, which allows him to use those Furies to dash back and convert more buffs into light energy. Now, ideally, you'll want to push him to his special 2 because it's a bit easier to evade, and it does not apply Delirious because it does not convert the light energy into dark energy. So this one will be one that you would like to prioritize. It's a few close range attacks and then a long range kind of beam that you just want to dodge as soon as he slams the ground. Now, knocking him down will give him an evade charge, and as we said, when he evades, he converts any light energy into dark energy, and knocking him down also converts any light energy into dark energy. But here you can see he did not trigger Delirious because of the ability accuracy reduction that Black Panther had during his Panther's Might, plus having the bleeds on him. However, this next time we knock him down, we do not have Panther's Might active, and we have less bleeds on him, so it did apply Delirious. So anytime you knock him down, allow him to evade, like here, he converts his light energy into dark energy and you apply Delirious. So you have to be prepared anytime you're going to convert that light energy into dark energy. Here he is evading because he was throwing a heavy attack. Mr. Negative has evade on his heavy attack charge. So you want to be very careful. When I accidentally was attacking into his heavy attack animation, he evaded me. Therefore, he converted his light energy to dark energy, applied some burst damage and the Delirious to me. Now let's talk about what champions to use. Well, you can pretty much use any champion as long as you time the Delirious reverse controls, but that can be challenging. The first thing I want to point out is you should not use Captain America Infinity War because I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but you take damage back every time you hit him. And I'm not sure if it's bugged with this part because he does have the unstoppable node, and potentially that's being considered a nullify because he can attack into unstoppable and nullify it. So don't use him. So you can use the easy cheesy champions, and those include Blade with the Ghost Rider synergy because he gets the danger sense buff as well as the increased damage that comes along with it and the ability accuracy reduction, so it will decrease or completely prevent the nodes that Mr. Sinister has, including the abilities that he has. Also, you have the class advantage, which is very nice for some added damage as well, and you can end the fights pretty quickly. And again, Quake and Archangel are included in this category. Now, the next category is champions that are immune to reverse controls. Now, my favorite in this category is Professor X, but you can also use Mr. Sinister, Emma Frost, and Mysterio. Now, why I love Professor X is even though he gets these evade charges, you have the ability to counter evade when you're above 25 channel charges. In addition to that, he has the potential for some very nice damage output. So Professor X is a fantastic option, and this allows you to not have to worry about the reverse controls on knocking him down or special attacks. So this ends up being a pretty easy fight, and of course Professor X is a lot of fun to play and very satisfying because you can spam special attacks back to back, and there's some pretty satisfying numbers that that you can see. So Professor X is my top pick from this category. And then the next category we have is Disorient Debuff, because Disorient debuffs remove the dark charges as well as prevent the gaining of the dark charges. So if you apply a Disorient debuff and then knock the champion down, the light charges cannot be converted to dark charges, so they will disappear. If there are dark charges active, they will also disappear. That means you will not have to worry about the delirious and the reverse controls that come with it. So Nick Fury is a great option for this, but you can also use Massacre, Night Thrasher, and Hitmonkey to get the frequent Disorient debuffs in order to prevent the stacking of those dark charges and therefore preventing the delirious effect. So I do hope this video was helpful. Let me know what champions you use or if you have any other tips and tricks for this fight. But otherwise, good luck, and I hope to see you in the next video.